There's a terrifying lie being sold to us right now, and it involves trillions of dollars that don't even exist. If you look at the headlines today, you see a singular narrative being pushed by the most powerful entities on earth. Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, OpenAI, they are all pouring unlimited resources into artificial intelligence. They are building a story that says this technology is godlike. They promise us that it will solve every problem, cure every disease, rule every industry, and dictate the future of the human race. They speak about it with religious reverence, as if they're summoning a deity from the silicone. But the truth is much simpler and much darker. None of these billions are real. It is a gamble. We are watching the wealthiest people on earth play roulette with our civilization, betting everything on the off chance that a chatbot might save us from the mess they created. I've been living on the cutting edge of this tech. I've been coding every single day. I've been trying to build the future they promised. And let me tell you the reality that they won't say in their shareholder meetings. It is absolutely fantastic right up until you ask it to do something basic, like drag and drop a file. You ever been working with Claude Code and asked it to take over your browser and do something as simple as sign into something or drag and drop something? It ain't happening. We are betting our entire species on a technology that still needs to be babysat. It hallucinates, it lies, it breaks down when the instructions aren't perfect, and yet we are supposed to believe that this fragile software is going to govern the world? The people selling you this future aren't saviors. They are terrified children with too much money, desperately trying to build a machine that makes them feel in control of a world that is spiraling out of their hands. Here is the fundamental difference between artificial intelligence and a human being. A human is born with common sense. Well, some of them at least. Basically, if you tell a human being to put that box on the shelf, they pick up the box and they put it on the shelf. You don't need to write a complex paragraph-long prompt explaining exactly where the shelf is relative to the box, or how gravity works, or what a box is. We understand context. We understand the physical reality we live in. AI does not know what a box is. It does not know what a shelf is. It is predicting the next word in a sentence based on a statistical probability derived from stealing the collective writing of the entire internet. It is a parrot, a very expensive, very impressive parrot, but a parrot nonetheless. And yet, these companies want you to believe that this clunky, prompt-dependent software is going to replace millions of human jobs. They dream of a frictionless, capitalistic utopia where they can fire entire departments, cut their labor costs to zero, and replace you with an algorithm that doesn't need health insurance, doesn't need to sleep, and doesn't complain about working conditions. But let's play that scenario out to its logical conclusion. Let's just say that their stupid plan actually works. Let's say they fire everyone. Great. You have achieved maximum efficiency. Now, who is left to buy your products? If you replace the workforce with software, you have destroyed your own customer base. You have fired the consumer. It is a snake eating its own tail. It is an economic pact of foolishness and depravity that will lead to its own downfall disguised as innovation. But the people in charge, Sam Altman, the Silicon Valley elite, the venture capitalist, they don't care about logic. They're blinded by insatiable greed. They genuinely believe that if they just extract enough value, If they just stack enough cash high enough, they can escape the consequences of their own actions. They think they can break the economy and still live like kings on the ashes. This brings up the root of the rot, the greed, the money. You've heard the rumors, you've seen the articles, the private islands, the doomsday bunkers in New Zealand, the fortified compounds in Hawaii. The elite are building escape hatches because deep down, they know the system is breaking. They know that the infinite growth they promised is mathematically impossible, and their solution is to hoard. They think that money is a shield. They think that wealth is a wall that can keep reality out. But let's talk about what money actually is. It isn't real. It is paper with dead presidents on it. It is digital zeros and ones on a server farm that requires electricity to exist. It is a shiny rock we dug out of the ground and called gold. I have never in my life seen a man grab a gold coin and use it to cure a cancer diagnosis. I have never seen a stack of $100 bills stop a hurricane. Money cannot save you when your biology fails. It cannot save you when the flood waters rise. It is a social contract, and social contracts only exist as long as society functions. But we have been gaslit. We have been brainwashed by grifters and marketers into thinking that accumulating this paper is the only point of existence. We waste our entire lives chasing it. We stress ourselves into early graves, neglecting our families, destroying our health, all because we believe the lie that if we just get rich enough, we will finally be safe. Look at history. Everyone who was rich died. Everyone who was poor died. The finish line is exactly the same for the beggar and the billionaire. When the asteroid hit the dinosaurs, nothing protected them. When Pompeii burned, the gold melted just like the flesh. Do you really think having a bigger bank account makes you immune to nature? Do you really think you can buy your way out of the human condition? There is something profoundly pathetic about a billionaire building a bunker. It is an admission of failure. It is an admission that they have given up on the world they helped create. Instead of using their immense resources to fix the planet, to help heal the divide, to solve the problems, they are spending their fortunes trying to build a VIP section in the end of society. They want to be kings of the wasteland. But ask yourself, what happens when the doors close? What happens when the food runs out? What happens when the security guards they hired realize that money doesn't matter anymore and that they are the ones with the weapons? The bunker is a tomb. It is a prison they are building for themselves out of fear. They are terrified. They are scared of the very technologies they are unleashing. They are scared of the populations they have exploited. They are scared of the planet they have poisoned, and they should be. Because you cannot hide from the consequences of your actions. There is no plan B. There is no Mars colony coming to save us. This is it. This is the only life raft we have. And punching holes in the floor of the raft so you can build a taller chair to sit on is not intelligence. It is madness. So if the billionaires are wrong and the money is fake and the bunkers won't work, what is left? Where does that leave us? It leaves us with the truth. And the truth is actually very simple. The point of life isn't to optimize your productivity. Let me say that right. It isn't to merge with a machine. It isn't to hoard resources you can't take with you when you die. The point of life is to figure out why you are here. It is to look at the trees and realize they are more complex and beautiful than any code ever written. It is to look at the ocean and feel its power. It is to sit in a room with people you love and share a meal and just be. Do you think the mountains and the beaches were put here so some king or CEO could tell us when we are allowed to look at them? Do you think the human experience is something that we can be subscribed to? We have allowed ourselves to be tricked into thinking that life is about the hustle, that life is about the grind. But that is a lie designed to make someone else rich. You can get the job, you can pay your bills, but do not give them your entire life. Do not give them your anxiety. Stop listening to the people telling you that the world is ending unless you buy their product. Stop listening to the people telling you that AI is going to destroy you unless you subscribe to their service. The world will end one day, and that society will change. Empires rise and fall. That is the natural order of things. But the world that comes after the collapse, the world that comes after the reset, it won't be ruled by algorithms. It won't be ruled by terrified men hiding in underground boxes counting their gold. It will be inherited by the people who remembered how to touch the grass. It will be inherited by the people who remembered how to build, how to grow, and how to love. It will be inherited by the people who remembered that we are human beings, not data points. Thanks for watching.